Well, you got a warm one, and it's just that time of year, I guess.
Yeah, and well, all things considered, we actually got away pretty lucky, frankly.
You're right.
I know we started, this month hot, and it's going to get hotter. Jeez. All right, 360 Tower Cam is giving us a beautiful shot of the city this time of night. No complaints there at all. Temperatures are still hanging around in that 80-degree mark for a lot of us. 89 right now in San Saba. It's 89 in Lampasas, 85 in Burnett. 90 degrees in Georgetown, and over to the east, Giddings at 86 and 89 at Rockdale. So really, those 90-degree temperatures aren't really that much of a distant memory since earlier today. So at Hamp Mabry, 100 degrees. We hit it one more time for the 5th time this month out of only 9 days. Today is 8, 9, 10, and we've done a pretty good job of keeping up with the 100-degree temperatures. Only 99 at the airport. So really, after all is said and done, we're either 3 or 4 degrees above normal. So really not too bad. It's just feels that way, I guess. Right now, the breeze is kind of sticking it to us with nothing at all. A little tiny 6 mile per hour breeze there. 6 and 9 at the airport, and these breezes are on the warm side, and we've lost about 17 minutes of daylight since the beginning of summer. What we haven't lost, unfortunately, is those mold spores. Those mold spores are at 1,160 parts per million. That puts it on the high side. So if you're having any itchy nose problems, that's probably what it is. And unfortunately, nothing to wash away the mold or push it out of the way. So we're going to keep those in the high levels for tomorrow as well. Now, looking around the area, 84 degrees in Oklahoma City, still 92 in Dallas and 90 in Waco. Bell and Milam counties here closer to us are actually under a heat advisory for all of tomorrow. And that heat advisory spans all the way up almost into Wisconsin. A huge swath of the nation is extremely hot, and thunderstorms to boot in some places like over in Tennessee. So that's just one thing we need to kind of keep in mind. After all said and done, we're really not doing so bad here. Satellite and radar composite not giving us much to look at. As we put this into motion, we can continue to see how any storm activity stays off to the north, and it really isn't stormy. It's just a scattered, just a shower here and there. We're trying our best to move this moisture onshore so that maybe we can get some rain within the next few days or so. And speaking of rain, we're going to take a dip in the Atlantic Ocean right now. We're looking at this system. It's not really what one might define as organized by any stretch of one's imagination, but it's still worth looking at. The National Hurricane Center has given this little system here a 70% chance of development over the next 48 hours, and that is high. That puts it in the high range. Now, should it get named, it will be called Danielle. It's just something we're going to keep an eye on. It's several hundred miles off of the Leeward Islands at this point. Now, this one could be our next weather maker. It's a low-pressure system off the coast of Florida, and again, it's just kind of a strange little system that's going to move itself off to the northwest, which could be a player for us by the end of the week. A 40% chance of development, which puts it in the medium zone for development. Now, will it get named? It still remains to be seen, and it's still several days out, so it's obviously something we're going to keep an eye on. Lows overnight, 76 in Rockdale, 76 in Georgetown, and in San Marcos, 78 degrees, and the highs still in the 100-degree zone for a lot of us. And even if we're not right at 100, those heat indices could be in the 105 plus category, so be careful. Overnight low, 78 degrees. Tomorrow, 101. Now, here's where we keep those fingers crossed, guys. By Wednesday, 102. 101 by Thursday. A few showers here and there. I am going to go ahead and have faith and, keep my little fingers crossed for maybe a little bit of rain by the end of the week. Keep it here for more on your forecast. And, of course, you can always get your forecast from Sean every 10 minutes on Austin News Today, beginning at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Rhonda, thanks.